See, if you want to find out this one, there are two straight lines are there, right? So, just a minute. There's two straight lines I will draw here. Yes. This is one straight line. Okay. And there is another straight line I will draw with respect to this. And this is another straight line, right? Now, the angle made with this with respect to the positive x-axis. That means for the this blue color straight line, the angle made with the positive x-axis is, we'll take it as theta1, and the angle made with respect to positive x-axis is, this is theta2. Okay, na? Okay, now one thing here, what is this angle then? If I'll take this is x, okay, na? So the exterior angle is equal to the sum of the interior opposite angles or not, means x plus theta1 is equal to what? Theta2 or not? That means therefore x is equal to, what will you say? X is equal to
theta 2
2
minus theta 1.
minus theta1. That means this value is theta2 minus theta1, right? Now the angle. So what is now if I'll find out the tan theta2 minus theta1, tan, I'll find out tan of theta2 minus theta1. Before that,
How to find out the tan?
actually it is in there in the trigonometry. I'll say you later this one, but just remember the formula. First, we got m1 slope of this line, blue color line, m1. M1 is what? Tan theta1. Yes or no? M2 is equal to what?
Yes, sir.
M2 is equal to, what is M2? Tan
Sir, what is
theta2.
M1, M2?
Slope M1, M2. Yesterday I told about slopes now. Remember or not?
Yes, sir,
Slope.
understood.
Actually, yesterday we got the slope here. Slope is nothing but m is equal to tan theta, right? Y2 minus y1 divided by x2 minus x1. Now, that one only, the extension I'm saying the angle between the two straight lines. I'm talking about the two straight lines here. So tan theta2 minus tan theta1 is equal to what?
Tan A, tan B by 1 plus tan A. Tan A plus tan B by 1 plus
theta1 by 1 plus
tan A.
this trigonometry I will revise again. At that time you will get clarity. Okay, na Rakshit? So generally
Okay, sir.
trigonometry completed so many days back. So tan theta2 minus tan theta1 is equal to, tan theta2 is m2 minus m1 by 1 plus m1 m2. Okay, na? So the angle between the two lines means if I take this is x, generally we took this as x only, tan theta 2. So x is equal to, therefore, the angle between the two lines, x is equal to tan inverse of m2 minus m1 by 1 plus m1 m2. That is the angle between the two lines. Got it? Okay, na?
Okay.
So see one thing. If these two lines, if I take, just, let let me draw a small. There are two lines. If I take the two lines like.
Sir, this one I am not able to understand.
That one I'll say later. First just accept it. Means since
Okay, sir.
you don't know that trigonometry, na, you will find it a bit difficult only. Since there is trigonometry formula. And see, if the angle between the two lines is 90 degree. Okay, na? The angle between the two lines is 90 degree. Means x is here, what I'm saying here, x is equal to 90 degree. Then what will you say? Tan x, non-vertical lines. Tan x is equal to what? We already got m2 minus m1 by m1, sorry, 1 plus m1 m2, right? 1 plus m1 m2. Just a minute. This is 1 plus m1 m2. So here x is equal to 90 degree when I am saying that, then tan 90 degree is equal to m2 minus m1 by 1 plus m1 m2. Now tell me what is tan 90 degree? Oh, you already know the trigonometry. Tan 90 degree value how much?
Sir,
Infinity, right? Not defined.
no,
Or
sir, not
1 by,
defined, sir.
that only not defined, or infinity. And if I reciprocate 1 by infinity, then we reciprocating both sides, then this is 1 plus m1 m2 divided by m2 minus m1. 1 by infinity means what?
Not defined.
What is 1 by infinity? 0. 1 by infinity is 0. See, 1 by 0 is infinity. Remember this. One thing is 1 by 0 is not defined, that is called infinite. Or if you reciprocate this, 0 is equal to what? 1 by infinity. Yes or no?
Yes.
So now see here, 1 plus m1 m2 becomes equal to what then? Is equal to 0. Huh? Then m1 into m2 becomes equal to what? Minus 1. So here you can conclude one thing here. So the product of the product of the slopes of two non-vertical lines, non-vertical lines means except x-axis, y-axis, parallel to x-axis, y-axis I am taking. Since slope of x-axis is 0 and slope of y-axis is undefined, not defined. Here you won't get 0 into infinity minus 1, you won't get. So that's why non-vertical lines is minus 1, then the angle between the two lines is, then the two lines are perpendicular to each other. So the product of the slopes of two non-vertical line is minus 1, then the two lines are perpendicular to each other. Two lines are perpendicular to each other. Got it? Two lines.
Sir, sir, I am not able to understand what we are doing in this.
Oh no. So just follow it. Then after at last I will say. Two lines are perpendicular to each other. Here what I'm saying is, if the slope of this line is m1, okay, na? And the slope of this line is m2, okay. If if the product of these two slopes, m1 into m2, while you will do the sums, now you will get the clarity. M1 into m2 becomes equal to minus 1. Then you can say that the two lines are perpendicular to each other. Now every line is having a slope or not. Say there is a the angle made with the positive x-axis. The angle of inclination will be there, tan of angle of inclination will be the slope. So if the product of their slope is -1, then their two lines are perpendicular to each other. Got it down?
Yes, sir.
Now, just try to follow Rakshit. Then after I'll say, since you didn't attend the class of trigonometry, you will find bit difficult, but try to follow this. Okay, if there are two parallel lines are there, this is one parallel line, this is another parallel line. So if you are taking one line over the other line, the angle between the two parallel lines considered as 0 degree, means this angle means if two lines are you see, if there are so many lines will be parallel to the same line, means this is L1, L is there, means there will be so many lines. I will bring closer, means I will bring this line closer. There is another parallel line in that, and there is another line I can bring it here closer. This is here, another parallel line will be like that. Another like that you can bring another line parallel to it, another line parallel to it. So what is happening here? The line are coincident now. If the lines are coincident, what happens? The angle between the two lines is what? 0 degree. Theta is equal to how much? X is equal to how much? Now X is equal to 0 degree. Now you know tan X is equal to M2 minus M1 by 1 plus M1 M2. That is tan
So
0
tan
degree.
0 is
Tan
equals
0
to
degree equal to 0. So M2 minus M1 by 1 plus M1 M2 is equal to 0. So M2 minus M1 is equal to 0. M2 is equal to M1. Means if the slopes of two lines are equal, then if the
Sir.
slopes of the two the
Sir, where is
slopes
this
of
term?
wait one.
Here you have
Two lines are equal. See, all of you must note this concept in your notes, whether you understand or not understand. Once you put it on your notes first. So IIT Foundation notes separately you have to keep, and you have to write it in your notes. Okay, na? If the slope of two lines are equal, then the two lines are said to be parallel to each other. Got it?
No, sir.
No, why? What happened?
Sir, where is this 1 plus M1? Yeah, this one,
Okay,
sir.
see, 1 plus M1, M2, you will bring to the right hand side, right? If I'm bringing this to the right hand side, then what happens? M2 minus M1 is equal to 1. 0 into 1 plus M1, M2. Na? Yes or no?
Yes,
then
sir.
M2 minus M1 becomes equal to what? 0 into anything with what?
0 only.
0. Then M2 is equal to what then?
M1.
M1. This is what we wrote.
Okay, sir.
Got
No
it?
understand.
So that means if the slopes of two lines are equal, then these two lines are parallel or not?
Yes, sir.
So that's what I wrote here. If the slope of two lines are equal, then the two lines are parallel to each other, right? Got it?
Yes, sir. Got it.
Now we will find out the equation of the straight line first. Equation of the straight line. Okay, first of all, so start right here. The equation of first straight line. The equation of straight line. So, okay, let's see a coordinate axis now. So I'm drawing this. Okay, now there is a okay. Now there is a straight line is passing through like this through origin. Okay, na? It is passing through the origin, right? So take any point on this point, on this line. Take any point on this line. This will be x comma y na. Yes or no? The angle made with the positive
Yes.
x-axis is theta, and it is passing through the origin. Origin means origin coordinate of the origin is what?
0, 0.
Yes. Now,